Elizabeth, and he leads the way with 1,093 yards. Cody Lewis for Unicoi County's got over 1,000 yards now. Logan Benway for Unaka has got 952. Maupin for Elizabeth has got 818. And Chris Thomas, that we mentioned a little bit earlier with Science Hill, he's got 726 yards. Top two receivers in the region, Prince Colley and Dante Heckler for Davy Crockett. Those combined for almost 1,500 yards. Larkins leads the way passing-wise with 28 touchdowns. And as we go around to the defensive side, leading tackler in the region in Northeast Tennessee, Tater Hahn of Cherokee, followed by Nick Bowers of Unaka, Luke Roberts of Happy Valley, Connor Smith of Cherokee, and Happy Valley's Marquise Cole is fifth in total tackles. Of course, we start getting down to sacks. Dobbs Bennett's Jackson Martin is still in the top five. He's been there all season long. He's got 7. Jet Harris joins him tonight. He's got 7. Of course, Damian Duff and L.J. Mitchell, those two have 8 sacks in Northeast Tennessee. And as we mentioned a little bit earlier, we think will be a deciding factor in that Dobbs Bennett game. Cade Hensley is 7 of 10 field goals for Science Hill. Jaden Alderson for Dobbs Bennett, he's 6 of 8. And, of course, as I think you mentioned, in that Dobbs Bennett game, they've not had a return.
I don't think they've had a return this year on kickoffs. Can I be a little snarky a minute? Maybe it's the Sudafed talking.
Snarkalicious.
Going back to Ooltewah canceling the game, Ooltewah's sitting at 2-6. If they were 7-2 right now or 6-2, I just wonder if they would forfeit that game.
Good question. I don't know. But, again, they did go ahead and allow them to put that in the books. And, of course, like I said, they fall to 2-6. As their phones are going off, there's an Amber Alert.
Well, yes, there is. Okay. So, moving right along.
Sorry about that, folks.
Everything, our iPads started going off, phones going off. We're going off. So
going off on a tangent here. All right, so it's right now 6:21. We're about 39 minutes away from kickoff. We'll take a quick break, come back. We'll preview Southwest Virginia. We'll talk about our Premier Pharmacy Players of the Week. Get you ready for John Battle and Gate City here in just a little bit. It's going to be a great night of football here. You're listening to the James River Advisors pregame show here on the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio. With over 100 offices throughout Virginia, you can count on your local Virginia Farm Bureau insurance agents to be there when you need them most. Whether you find yourself in a fender bender, insuring your first home, or with a new addition to the family, our agents are ready to help you through every stage of life. Connect with your local agents, Whitney McConnell, Richard Helms, and David Weddick here in Scott County at 386-7411 or online at vafb.com. Coverage provided by Virginia Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company and their affiliates. Whether you're headed out to the game or if you're looking for something great to eat, stop by and see your friends at the Campus Drive-In just down the road from Gate City High School on Kane Street. They have a tremendous selection of breakfast, lunch, and dinner items, and they're open 7 days a week. Campus Drive-In has supported Blue Devil Sports for over 60 years, and once again, they are the proud sponsors of our halftime show here on Gate City Sports Radio. Please follow them on Facebook and place your call-in orders by dialing 276-386-3702. Again, that's 276-386-3702.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Over the last 11 years, Christina Kilgore-Wiggs has continued to demonstrate her vast knowledge of the local real estate market and strives to represent each of her clients with the value and respect they deserve. She is a trusted and well-respected real estate professional, and now she has joined a group who shares her vision of putting clients first. She is now with Conservis Real Estate Group and welcomes the opportunity to serve you and your family. Please call her today at 423-360-0092. That's 423-360-0092.
or go to christina.conservisrealestategroup.com for more information. A proud supporter of local athletics, the law office of Jesse Walker McMurray is a local firm dedicated to serving the people of Southwest Virginia and specializing in real estate, wills, trust, and estate planning. Contact Jesse McMurray at 276-690-0773. That's 276-690-0773. They are located in downtown Gate City across from the courthouse at 191 West Jackson Street, Suite 301.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
And we're back here live from John Battle High School as our Blue Devils prepare to take on the Trojans in a key Mountain 7 district matchup. Of course, I always want to say hello to everybody out there listening to us. Again, we've got a lot of people who are sending us messages. We do appreciate that. Like I said, thank you for everybody that's following us. Want to say, of course, a big hello to two dedicated listeners, Miss Campbell Carter and Mr. Emery Carter. My two kids, which are at home right now listening to our broadcast. I want to say I love you, and we will see you tomorrow. So anyway, again, good luck to Campbell and her Drama Hawk team from Dobbins Bennett. They'll be going down to Knoxville in a competition tomorrow. So, again, good luck to them as they travel. So, all right, Christopher, let's talk about the Premier Pharmacy Players of the Weeks.
Let's do. We're proud to announce our Premier Pharmacy Player of the Week awards. Each week, Premier Pharmacy selects talented individuals who demonstrated excellence and outstanding effort in the football matchups around Northeast Tennessee, Southwest Virginia, and for our own Gate City Blue Devils. Those honorees qualify for the annual Premier Pharmacy Player of the Year awards, and that will be voted on later this season. This week's Premier Pharmacy Southwest Virginia Player of the Week is Castlewood running back Jeremiah Allen. He helped the Blue Devils beat rival Lebanon for the first time since 1987 in Friday's 34-14 victory. Allen finished with 308 yards rushing on 31 carries, including all 5 Castlewood touchdowns. He scored on runs of 9, 11, 17, 26, and 52 yards, and has helped the Blue Devils to a 5-2 overall record. Castlewood now takes on J.I. Burton this Friday night with the inside track for the Cumberland District title on the line. This week's Premier Pharmacy Northeast Tennessee Players of the Week are the duo of Yancey Dolan and Dale Potter of Sullivan North. In the Golden Raiders' 24-14 upset of Happy Valley, Dolan rushed for 2 touchdowns, had 133 yards on 11 carries, including a 40-yard touchdown run in the fourth quarter that sealed the win for the Raiders. Potter added 125 yards on 21 carries and scored all 3 two-point conversion opportunities as the Raiders won their 5th game of the season and their first home victory of 2019. The Premier Pharmacy Gate City Players of the Week are Landon Blanton, Luke Reed, and Levi Roten. In Friday night's blowout of Lehigh, Reed passed for 86 yards with a touchdown, as well as rushing for 89 yards and 2 touchdowns, as the Blue Devils scored 7 touchdowns in the first half. Blanton rushed for 86 yards, while Roten scored 2 touchdowns, 52 and 7 yards on each of those, and added 88 total yards. This trio combined for 14 total tackles, and they've helped the Blue Devils to the 7th playoff spot in the latest VHSL Region 2D PowerPoint rankings. Congratulations to these outstanding players. Premier Pharmacy has proudly served our region and supported local youth sports for almost 30 years. They specialize in creating personalized medicine and welcome the opportunity to serve the needs of you and your family. Give them a call at 423-245-1022 or go to www.rxpremier.com to learn more.
Very nice. Again, congratulations to these players. Of course, here in a couple weeks, we will have the Player of the Year votings. We'll open that up. Of course, that is voted on simply by you, the fans. And, of course, we'll have more information about that as we get a little bit closer to the end of the season. And
are you going to let me see the totals this year?
No.
You kept it a massive secret last year.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, we don't need that. It's top secret information. So anyway.
It's on a need-to-know basis.
Need to know.
And I don't need to know.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about Southwest Virginia. Talking about that big matchup in the Cumberland District, Castlewood is at J.I. Burton. Last year, J.I. Burton took care of Castlewood 40-6. That game being played at Castlewood. However, tonight they're back in Norton. Castlewood's won 4 in a row, and last week's win over Lebanon gave the Blue Devils basically the Russell County Championship. 2 of their top-weight players in the 1D is going to be on the field tonight. J.I. Burton's Mickey Culberson. He's got 463 rushing yards and 75 tackles, while Castlewood's Jeremiah Allen rushed for 602 rushing yards and has made 63 stops so far. Again, this ball game being played at J.I. Burton. Chris, I think this game will be close for a while. I think they've got too much speed for them. I give Burton the win, 40-18.
I took Burton also in this, and it's one of those games that could go either way. And the way that the picks have gone for me this year, it's going to go the other way. But I'm with you. At least you'll go down with me.
Thomas Walker's at Eastside, another ball game in the Cumberland with a lot of championship aspirations. Again, both these teams came into the season, thought they had a shot. Eastside has stumbled a little bit with some injuries. Again, this matchup is super important for both sides. Kenny Ball, though, has had a terrific season for Thomas Walker. His stat line includes 901 rushing yards, 150 receiving yards, a kickoff return for a touchdown. And, again, he has been in everywhere. He's also got 71 tackles on defense. Records mean nothing, though, in this ball game. I think, though, being at Eastside, I think it's closer than what most people think. But I got to give the Pioneers the edge, and I think they win going away 35-24.
I think so. I'm not sure how good Eastside is right now, and yeah, I don't think this game's going to be all that close.
Eastside's been riddled with injuries this year. Of course, like I said, they've had some big wins. If they beat Rock Cove, they scored. Of course, defense really stepped up for that game for them. So anyway, as looks like John Battle will be having senior night here. Of course, it'll be senior night next week for Gate City at Legion Field. So they're honoring the players on the field right now for J.I. Burton. There we go, John Battle. So
you got the first letter right.
Yep, that's more than what some do. So, anyway. All right, let's talk about the Hogaheaty District with Northwood at Rural Retreat. Rural Retreat took care of business last year against the Panthers. Rural Retreat, though, has played one of the toughest schedules in Class 1. Their losses have come to Chilhowie, Patrick Henry, and Galax. Again, those teams have a combined record of 19-2. I think Rural Retreat will keep its playoff hopes alive tonight. And again, I think they're going to knock off Northwood pretty easy, 54-6.
If I'm not mistaken, Northwood is falling last place in the point calculations for the playoffs, right?
Yep.
So, yeah, I think Rural Retreat will TCB this game.
Again, Rural Retreat still has a chance. They've got to win out. And, of course, I think it starts tonight with a win over Northwood. Here in the Mountain 7, though, Lehigh is at Wise Central. Of course, Wise Central took care of business last week against Union in that upset first time that they've knocked off the Bears in the short history of Wise Central. Of course, C.J. Crabtree leads Central with 88 total points. He's got over 1,000 rushing yards. He's averaging 9.4 yards per carry. I think this game will not be close at all. I give Wise County Central the win, 41-15.
If Wise Central is able to take care of Union, I cannot fathom a universe in which Lehigh is going to be able to upset them.
And a lot of folks wonder how we come up with the scoring. Wise Central averages how many points a game? 41. How many does Lehigh? 15. What do I think it's going to be? 41-15.
So you think they're going to let them score twice? You
Yeah.
think this Central's going to let Lee score twice?
Of course, we watched that ball game last week with Lehigh, of course. Lehigh played hard, even when the second teams was in there. They got all their points against the Blue Devils' second team, so be interested to see, again, with what happens there. Over to Southwest District, Lebanon is at Virginia High. This is the winless bowl. Both teams come in at 0-7. Both teams have been riddled with injuries all year. I think that a lot of them have been on the defensive side for both teams. I think it's a high-scoring affair. Of course, a lot of the, Virginia High playing at home, Tennessee High playing at home, John Battle, a lot of people over here in Bristol. I think Virginia High, though, will win this ball game going away. I think they win 38-33.
There's some really hard picks this week, and this is one I struggled over also. And when I can't decide, go with the home team.
Go with the home team. Virginia.
Somebody's got to win it.